What did the prophet Daniel actually say? If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you can be notified when we upload new videos. In today's video, we're going to discuss what the prophet Daniel said in the Bible. Also, we will be discussing some of his prophecies and what they mean for us today. So let's get right into it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel where we discuss everything that has to do with the prophetic word of God. Now let's look at some of his prophecies and their meanings. One another prophecy made by Daniel is recorded in Daniel chapter 2. King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream about a large image made of different metals. If you haven't done so, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your friends and family members. Also, if you have any comment or question, just comment down below. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you soon. The image had a head of gold, arms of silver, belly and thighs of brass, legs of iron, and feet and toes of iron and clay. Then, while he was watching, a stone was cut out of the mountain, but not by hands, and it struck the image on the feet of iron and clay and broke them in pieces. And the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold fell to the ground and were broken to pieces together. This prophecy is talking about world domination. It shows that the kingdoms of the world are like this giant image. The head of gold represents the Babylonian Empire, which was known for its wealth and grandeur. The arms of silver represent the new Babylonian Empire. The belly and thighs of brass represent the Persian Empire. The legs of iron represent the Greek Empire. And the feet and toes of iron and clay represent the Roman Empire. The Bible goes on to explain that this image was destroyed by a stone cut out of a mountain without human hands. This stone represents Christ. The destruction of the image represents the destruction of all the kingdoms of the world and the establishment of Christ as kingdom. The 70 weeks of years, verse 11-13 in this passage talks about two periods of trouble that will befall Israel. The first one is called the time of Jacob's trouble. It says, "And at that time, trouble will come upon Israel, and he shall be helped by a rescuer from his people. And the king of the south shall return and fight." This rescue that is mentioned here could be referring to the second coming of Jesus Christ, when he comes to rapture his church and take his people out of trouble. The second period of trouble is called the Great Tribulation. It says, "And in those days, Elijah the prophet shall rise again, and before the time of trouble in the years of famine, he will awaken the hearts of the fathers to the children and the hearts of the children to the fathers." The idea of Elijah returning is a common idea that is found in the New Testament. When Jesus spoke about John the Baptist, he said that Elijah must come and restore all things before the coming of the Son of Man. Christians believe that the Great Tribulation will be a period of intense suffering for the people of God, and Elijah's job will be to revive the spiritual hearts of God's people and reconcile the children to their fathers and fathers to their children. This prophecy is found in Daniel chapter 9 verses 24-27. This prophecy reveals God's plan for the nation of Israel throughout history. It says that there will be 7 periods of 7 years each, totaling 49 years, which will affect the nation of Israel. After the 49th year, Messiah the Prince will be cut off. Yet he shall not have the kingdom for long, because the people of the prince who is to come shall take away the sanctuary and the fortress by continual Then he shall be brought to nothing, and the people of the prince who is to come shall divide the kingdom. This prophecy shows God as people that despite the fact that they may suffer for 49 years at a time, God still has a plan for them. It also tells us about the coming of the Messiah, although it does not specifically mention his name. However, the Messiah is mentioned elsewhere in the Bible as being the Anointed One, the Christ. The book of Daniel is one of the most interesting books in the entire Bible. In Daniel chapter 7 verse 8, a terrifying beast with 10 horns is described. This beast had great power, and I watched for its downfall. As it stood, there were 10 horns on its head. Another horn, a little one, came up among them, and 3 of the great horns were pulled out by the roots before the little one. And his horn had eyes like the eyes of a man and a mouth like the mouth of a lion. The significance of this vision is that the 10 horns represent kings that will rule over a revived form of the Neo-Babylonian Empire. And the little horn represents another ruler who will rise up against them. This little horn will be very powerful, so much so that it will overthrow 3 of the 10 kings. The Bible further explains that this little horn will speak great words against the Most High God and wear out the saints of the Most High God. Many scholars believe that this little horn could refer to Antiochus Epiphanes, who persecuted the Jews during the Maccabean revolt. This persecution got so bad that Antiochus put an abomination of desolation in the temple of God. He also forced the Jews to abandon their religious practices and worship Greek gods instead. But God raised up a deliverer called Judas Maccabeus to deliver his people. This little horn refers to a dictator-like figure who will rise up in the last days. This person will hate God and his people and will try to stop them from worshiping God. But God will raise up a deliverer to defeat this horn and set God's people free. But we'll discuss some major ones that you should know about. Prophet Daniel was a major prophet in the Old Testament. He received many visions about the future of Israel and the world at large. In the Bible, he is referred to as Daniel the prophet. Daniel was a Jew who was taken captive to the kingdom of Babylon during the reign of King Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel and some other Jews were chosen by the king to be trained in Babylonian culture and religion. Although he was offered the opportunity to change his name, which was the custom back then, Daniel held on to his name. This simply means that even when faced with the pressure to conform to the standards of the kingdom of Babylon, Daniel remained steadfast in his faith in God. One of the first things he did after arriving in Babylon was to pray to his God 3 times a day. Just like the psalmist David, this prayer of his led to a vision from God through an angel, which instructed him to fast for 21 days. At the end of these 21 days, he received a vision about 4 great beasts that came up out of the sea. This was his first vision about the empires that will arise after the Medo-Persian Empire. Before we continue, please take time to give this video a like. By giving this video a like, you help us reach more people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And also, if you have any comment or question, just comment down below. We would love to hear from you. It contains amazing stories like the story of Daniel in the lioness den and also the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. These are amazing stories. But apart from those stories, the book of Daniel also contains many prophecies about the future of Israel and the world. The prophecies contained in this book span over 2,500 years, yet they have not become old. They are as relevant today as they were when they were originally written. In this video, we won't be able to discuss all the prophecies contained in the book of Daniel. Who was the prophet Daniel? Major prophecies of Daniel. Note 2, the little horn. Note 3, the image of gold. Number 4, the book of Daniel, chapter 12. Guys, thank you for watching this video till the end.